What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 18, season 3 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chat Talks, and joining me as always is a man who I got to see face to face today, Jmack Gaming. All right, cool.
I muted myself. That's so stupid.
Oh,
That's so stupid.
I'm over here just like, all right.
Yeah, I fucking no-sold you, brother. My bad.
You know, sold me.
Yeah, I got to see you today. I'm very disappointed in it. You ruined.
no.
You cooked me dinner and you fucked me.
How'd I do that?
Let's get into the show.
Oh, okay.
I don't kiss and tell. We get a 3-on-3 pre-show match today. We get to see the Sick Boys, Scott Vick, Major Stash, and Scott Stud, take on Ernest the Cat Miller, Justice Payne, and Dean Jablonski. Chad, what do you know about Dean Jablonski?
Not much.
Look at him. He looks
In fact, not anything.
Do you not do your research, Chad?
No.
Do you not look up random... It's actually... yeah, no, I'll tell you after. I'll tell you off air what I found out about someone. I was just doing my research into people in the save, and I found some dark shit.
Oh, no.
Dark shit about Jushin Liger.
Oh, no.
Wow, what a character he is. Wink,
Does
wink.
it make... Oh, no. Is he canceled?
Are you canceled?
I said, is he canceled?
Are you canceled?
I hope not.
I'm not either, Chad. I hope your audio level. It seems like you're very low, but we'll work through it. God damn, you just yelled.
You said I was
Fuck.
very loud. You said I was very loud originally, so I was trying to purposely be quiet.
You're loud in my ears, Chad. That's it. You didn't need to whisper. People still need to hear you.
It started with a whisper. That was when I kissed.
Hey, look who it is.
Justin Winston.
He beat Lance Cade with an elevated Sentinel shocker. What's that, Chad?
I don't know what that is.
I need you to do some research and get back to me about it.
Okay, I will be back with a full book report.
Yeah, we start today, Monday Night Raw, here in the Excel Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. My favorite Paul.
Oh.
Kurt Angle, Mark Henry. Tonight it is announced that we will see Kurt Angle in our main event take on Kaiji Muto. But at No Mercy, we will see Kurt Angle taking on Jushin Liger, the man he attacked a couple weeks ago, Chad. But tonight we do get to see Kurt Angle, Kaiji Muto. What a match that is going to be. That is announced to start Monday. What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. I'm enjoying the match.
Comment down below if you heard Chad crumple up something right there.
I didn't crumble anything up.
Tom Pritchard and Sean Daivari, they make their way down in the ring. Tom Pritchard says Sean Daivari is the next big thing here in Monday Night Wrestling, whether it's Raw or Night Show. He is the next big thing, and he will showcase his talents in the ring up next, Chad. He's taking on Doug Basham. Doug Basham's here, Chad.
Doug Basham's here. What half of the Basham brothers?
They're not a thing in this universe.
Oh, he still has a brother.
Does he?
I mean, unless something bad happened to him.
Are they actually brothers?
No. It got me there.
Kane and Undertaker aren't brothers. Bull and Dozer aren't.
I feel like they're actually brothers, though.
I have no idea, Chad.
I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
In this universe, they're not.
Oh.
They just look alike. Sean Daivari defeats Doug Basham 9:55 with the magic carpet ride. We move on. PJ Black. Remember last week we saw, 2 weeks ago, PJ Black said he was going to take a leave of absence to be with his pregnant fiance, Stephanie McMahon. And then last week we saw Stephanie saying, PJ Black, you're good. Stay there and bring the family some gold. All right. I want my newly born child to know how great a father and great a dad that you are. But tonight now, PJ Black says, I'm going to stay here. And if we said, me and Steph said, this is going to be the new era of the Black McMahon era. Because we're going to bring our little family, we're going to take over to WWF. And if Steph can't be here, the next best thing is Shane McMahon. And Shane comes up to PJ Black and he puts his arm on his shoulder. Look, you see what's going to happen here is me and Shane here with Stephanie at home. We're going to take over the WWF. And like Stephanie said, she wants me to bring gold back home for my child to see that how successful I am. Well, I think the easiest belt to get is the Intercontinental Championship. Now I know Dean Malenko is hurt. So Shane, I'm going to need you to ask your father to just give me the belt. Take it.
Just hand it over.
Take it off the injured Dean Malenko. Otherwise, I'm going to have to beat him senseless in the middle of the ring and take it off of him. So PJ Black wants that Intercontinental Championship so he can bring it home to his wife and his newly born child. Or almost newly born child. She's still pregnant. But what will happen? Well, Dean Malenko, is he even medically cleared to go, Chad? Bryan Danielson and Devon Storm they're both medically cleared to go tonight. And they take on each other, Chad. Bryan Danielson getting a big win here in 1527 with a cattle mutilation. Nice. We move on. Vince McMahon calls all these three tag teams into his office. He says he's sick and tired of the tag team commotions. He's tired of all the fighting. All this he said, she said. Who's the number one contender? We're going to settle it at No Mercy. Ace Steel and CM Punk will be watching in the backstage because Edge and Christian will take on the Rat Boys, Chad Collier and the Big Rig Fig, in a match. And the winner of that match will take on the Second City Saints at WWF Presents SummerSlam 2001 for the Raw Tag Team Championships. What a match that is going to be, Chad.
And I'll tell you what, the Rat Boys are going to be victorious. You can bet your bottom dollar on it.
All right, what about my top dollar?
You leave your top dollar out of this.
Well, PJ Black, he's in action tonight now, though, Chad. He's taking on Teddy Hart, and he taps him out 15-26. Doesn't even get a specific submission move. He tapped him out with the face, the nose twist. Twisted his nose.
The nose twist.
But then after the match, Dean Malenko comes out and hits him with a shining wizard. Kicks him right in the mouth.
Oh, that bastard.
Dean Malenko says, if you want this belt, you're going to have to take it off my dead body. He's obviously hurt. He's still reeling with the beatdown from Alex Wright a couple weeks ago. But it seemingly seems like he accepted the challenge from PJ Black. It looks like we're gonna get Dean Malenko, PJ Black at No Mercy. Chad, are you excited for that one?
I mean, yeah. How could you not be? It's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a banger of a match, Justin.
Chad, Sean Stasiak defeats Kishi in 15-16 with the Falcon Arrow. They don't have any chemistry. How unfortunate that is.
Very unfortunate.
Stasiak, he's got a big tag team match in 13 days at No Mercy. He's teaming up with the King of the Ring, Triple H, to take on Future Shock. Speaking of Future Shock, they're not here in the arena tonight. And this is that promo right here to acknowledge that these three men are not here tonight in Minnesota. What does that mean, Chad?
I they're lying. I think they are here in Minnesota.
God, I'm having a lot of bad luck with chemistries today.
Yeah, not great.
The Rock and Joey Matthews don't click. They go one-on-one here, Chad. Last week we saw Alex Wright get in The Rock's face and slap him. And tonight The Rock takes out his frustrations against Joey Matthews. After the match, The Rock calls out Alex Wright. He says he dares him to do it again. And Alex Wright comes out and he gets in his face and is about to do it again. He rips his arm back. He's about to slap him. The Rock catches it. The Rock catches it, raises a little eyebrow, kicks him in the face, or kicks him in the gut, and gives him a rock bottom. He gives a rock bottom to Alex Wright. Damn, Alex Wright.
I'm excited for the Alex Wright Rock match. I think that's going to be good.
What about this? Justin Winston's laid out backstage by JBL. That's what this was.
Oh, that
bastard. And we get ready for our main event of the night. Kurt Angle, Kaiji Muto. Come, please save us. Please save this terrible, terrible show. A 94. A decent little match right there, Chad.
Decent little match.
A decent little match. A 94 to end the show. A 92. I think we just got terribly unlucky with a lot of shit tonight.
Is this the week?
If there's any week to do it, it's this week. A 92 is still hard to beat, but yeah, I get. I said that last time, and you pulled out a fucking 6-way 100 match. So who knows? Who knows?
No. But I'll tell you what. You're gonna have to tune in to find out.
Tune into a big night show. Spoilers.
A big night. All right, guys, we are here. We are 2 nitros away from Bash the Beach, and Justin, I smell the tide turning. I think this is the week that WCW beats WWF.
Would you consider the tide turning you beating me once? Not you beating me twice or 3 times or 4 times?
Well, listen, I have to beat you once before I can start beating you multiple times. It always starts with 1, and this is the one.
You think this is the one?
This is the one.
I'm looking at SmackDown's card right now. This is not the one.
Oh, you'll have to wait and see.
Well, I will.
You don't know what I have. You don't know what I have planned for Thunder. All right, Shawn Michaels comes out, and he says, well, if you've been reading the dirt sheets, if you've been paying attention to the rumors, Shannon Moore got hurt. He went to Thunder, wrestled Rey Mysterio, and he's injured. And he's been stripped of the world title. So, it's been a wacky couple months with this belt. And now everyone's wondering, well, where does this leave HBK? Where does this lead Shawn Michaels? Well, I'll tell you where it leaves me. I was informed earlier today that I will still be facing, wrestling at Bash at the Beach for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And my opponent is the man who beat Shannon Moore.
Who injured Shannon Moore.
He did injure him. That's right. We are going to have a Thunder versus Nitro match for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's going to be the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels taking on Rey Mysterio. Now, Rey is one of those athletes that I was very excited to wrestle when I signed with WCW. I didn't know when it was going to happen with me being on Nitro and Rey being on Thunder, but I got to tell you, I am excited and I can't wait to lock it up with Rey. And Rey, you may have taken out Shannon Moore, but it doesn't matter if it's Shannon Moore, if it's you, it doesn't matter who it is. At the end of the day, I'm going to hit you with the sweet chin music. I'm going to pin you 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to become World Heavyweight Champion. And Justin, we open up the show. Big Daddy V, he collapsed the lung of 6 2 weeks ago. Then he beat Scott Hall last week. And now Kevin Nash wants to stand up to Big Sexy. He's taking on Big Daddy. And in a good match, Big Daddy V defeated Kevin Nash with a big splash, Justin.
I've been trying to get hit with the big splash, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think sexy.
No, I'm big sexy. This match was all right.
Yeah. And then Planet Ahmed are celebrating in the ring, and he says, everyone has been wondering why we attacked Bret Hart last week, and it's really simple because Bret Hart was involved in that number one contenders match, and quite frankly, he shouldn't have been. It's not Bret Hart's turn anymore. Just like these washed up members of the Wolfpack, it's not their time anymore. It's all about Planet Ahmed. It's my time. No, it's our time. And it doesn't matter who tries to get in our way because at the end of the day, we're gonna keep doing what we did to Bret. We're gonna keep doing what we did to these guys. We're gonna keep taking people out until people can't deny us what we're owed. And then Eddie Colon comes out to the ring, Justin, and he says, "You know what, Ahmed? When Bret Hart became my pro for Tough Enough, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't too excited. He walked out on Nitro my first week here, and I didn't think this was gonna work out. But ever since Bret Hart and I got on the same page. He's shown me and he's taught me so many things. And I'm still in the Tough Enough competition. And Ahmed, Bret Hart has taught me so much. Now it's time I stick up for him. I'll tell you what. How about this, Ahmed? If you want to try taking somebody out, you want to try to hurt somebody, how about you try to hurt me? How about you try to take me out? Listen, after I have the upset of the year when I beat the former world champion, the current tag team champion, after Eddie Colon beats Ahmed, I'm going to show everybody why I am the future of this company, and more importantly, why I'm the best there is, the best there was, best there ever will be. Ahmed laughs and says, "Kid, you got your match. I'll see you later tonight." Listen, we have Eddie Colon taking on Ahmed later tonight.
Yeah, that is your Tough Enough segment for the week. No one else gets a segment for this Nitro. It's Tough Enough competition. It's kind of taking a back seat and everything, Chad.
Listen. We got something big. Listen, don't you worry.
I am worried. That's 2 shows this month that have not had a majority of the Tough Enough.
We got a long competition.
That's what I'm worried about, Chad. It's a long competition. This thing should be wrapping up in a few months, not a year.
We got a long road ahead of us. Don't you worry. I have a plan. All right. Good to know, Eddie. Good to know.
Good thing you got a long road ahead of you, Eddie.
All right, we got a tag team match. Chyna and Debbie Malenko taking on Beth Phoenix and Queen Sharmell in a decent match. Chyna and Debbie Malenko defeated Beth Phoenix and Queen Sharmell when Chyna pinned Queen Sharmell with a powerbomb. Just
yeah, Chyna gets a win over the champion, so that's a nice. Debbie got an 80, Chyna got a 78, and no one else got over a 47. So I wonder who your 2 faces of the women's division is.
Who knows?
I think it's those 2, but I'm not too sure. When Queen Sharmell gets a 35 and Debbie gets an 80, which one do you think has the belt?
I could be wrong. Yeah, which one off of just this do you think is the champion? If you guessed Sharmell, you were. Oh, speaking of people who were champions at one point, Shannon Moore is joining us live via satellite. He's in his house, and he looks like Justin. He looks like he hasn't slept in a week. His eyes are sunken.
Well, it's only been 3 days.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. It looks like he hasn't slept in a week. It's only been 3 days. That's how rough he looks. His eyes are sunken. His hair is askew. He's holding his stomach in agony. He says, "I just wanted to come out here tonight to say a couple of things, you know. I know you were all devastated when you found out that I had to vacate my world championship. Rey Mysterio, that unsafe hazardous menace and a danger to himself and anyone he gets in the ring with. I can't believe they're rewarding this barbaric behavior. They're rewarding this untrained, unsafe cretin by letting him wrestle for my belt. And Shawn Michaels, listen, this is the luckiest day of your life because you would have lost to the ultimate warrior. You would have lost to the Moore man himself. You would have lost to Shannon Moore. I would have retained my belt, and I would have shown why this is the era of everything and more. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, my Moore army, because I will come back. And I will be better than ever. And I don't know. The doctors say it could be a year. Doctors say it could be 2 years. Who knows when I'm coming back? This Ray really did a number on me. But I'm gonna fight. And I'm gonna claw. And I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna regain my belt and be the champion of the people because I am Shannon Moore. And I want to get back the belt I never lost. Justin, Shannon Moore giving a nice little promo.
Yeah. Poor Shannon Moore.
The Ultimate Warrior. And we got a 6-man tag, Justin. We haven't seen the FBI in a few weeks, so thought we'd get him on the card. And then about that, we need to match Kip James and the FBI defeat Hardcore Holly and Redacted when Johnny Stamboli submitted Mike Barton.
Who the hell's Mike Barton?
It's Bart Gunn.
Who?
Yeah.
Exactly. We got to see the Smoking Guns go at it. Bart Gunn and Billy Gunn go at it.
We did.
Wow.
And Mike Barton has had has chemistry with almost everyone in this ring.
No, he doesn't.
And Justin, we have Eddie Colon versus Ahmed in an extremely short match. Ahmed defeats Eddie Colon with the spine buster.
Yeah, this match, Yep.
Bret Hart.
Yep.
Bret Hart runs to the ring to help his rookie.
No, he doesn't.
He says, Ahmed, listen, you took me out. And then you tried to take out my rookie. And listen, my rookie, he stepped up and I appreciate that. But you know what, Ahmed, I'm a Canadian, and we Canadians, we fight our own battles. Ahmed, next week, you and me in this ring, I want to fight you. Justin, Bret Hart challenging Ahmed to a match next week on Nitro.
Wow.
And we are backstage, and Paul Heyman. Yeah, he's asked, Paul Heyman, you have two members of the Paul Heyman boys in the main event tonight. They're teaming up against Chris Benoit, and his tag team partner hasn't been named yet. And how do you feel knowing that your guys can't prepare? And Paul Heyman says, it doesn't matter who's teaming with Chris Benoit, because at the end of the day, Paul Heyman guys, Taz, the franchise Shane Douglas, and Minoru Suzuki. They can beat anyone. Listen, these three men, former tag team, former hardcore, and current Mr. Money in the Bank. These three men are what winners look like, and I'll tell you what. All right, let me lay down a challenge of my own. You see, Shawn Michaels came out today and said that he's wrestling Rey Mysterio for the world title. Well, it looks like that frees him up tonight because Shannon Moore's at home. So, Shawn Michaels, if you want to show what you're made of, why don't you step in the ring tonight and let us scout out both Chris Benoit, the U.S. champion, and let us scout out maybe the future world champion. Let us scout out and find your weaknesses so that my chosen one, my champion of Earth, Minoru Suzuki, can learn your weaknesses and eventually cash in his money in the bank, and become world champion. So Shawn Michaels, if you have the guts, we'll see you out there. Justin, Paul Heyman laying down the challenge.
Why did he not call out Rey Mysterio? He could be the future World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, Rey Mysterio was on Thunder, so he can't. And Justin, Shawn Michaels answered the call because in our main event match, we had Taz and Minoru Suzuki taking on Benoit and Michaels. And about that Superb Wrestling and Great Heat, Benoit and Michaels defeated Taz and Minoru Suzuki when Shawn Michaels pinned Minoru Suzuki with the Sweet Chin Music. Sending a message, Justin, to the Paul Heyman guys.
Yeah, Taz not taking the pin right there is kind of crazy.
Yeah, he was supposed to. I just forgot to book it. And Justin, we end the show with Hulk Hogan coming out. He's standing in the ring, and in the middle of the ring, there's a volleyball net, and he says, "Bash at the beach, brother. It's going to be a volleyball brawl." That means it's going to be Team Hogan taking on Team Alone. And look at this. Bubba Ray have a new picture.
No.
I was promised there was going to be big consequences for the losers and big consequences and big reward for the winners. So my team right here, brother, we're going to win. But I think without further ado, let me introduce the team. Of course, you already know, standing in the ring with me right now is Rob Van Dam, the team captain. Well, let's introduce the rest of the team, brother. We've got a hardcore legend and a man I have a great deal of respect for, Mick Foley. And Mick Foley comes out and big pop from the fans. They just love Mick Foley. He gives everyone a high five. He has got Sacco on his hand, and he's just, he's pumped. He's hyped up, Justin. He says, "My next member of my team, a man who has a former United States champion and a man who constantly delivers classic matches, and a man who I'm looking forward to seeing what he does to Team Stallone. We've got Canyon." And Canyon comes out. Big pop from the fans, too. Lots of high fives given all around. He says, "And my next two members, well, they're a team in their own right. Because you see, if I'm going to have a team, I need to have a team with good chemistry. Rob Van Dam and Mick Foley, they've got that hardcore blood, that's thicker than water, brother. Canyon, he's got the warrior mentality, but it's nice to have some brothers on my team, brother. And that's why, brother, I've got the Dudley brothers, brother." And Bubba Ray and Devon come out, doing another big pop. And these men all stand in the middle of the ring. And he says, "So, Team Stallone, what you gonna do when Team Hulk Hogan runs wild on you, brother?" And that's how we end Nitro tonight, Justin. What do you think of this team?
I told you what I thought about this team. Off air, Chad.
You were excited.
No, I said these are 5 guys that are floundering and not really doing anything for the last few months. So there you go.
And now they're in a team. Now they're doing something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh, look at that.
As you were booking it, I said, terrible show, and then your main event will save you. And look what happened.
Look at that. No matter how you skin the cat, Justin, Nitro pulls out another superior Monday night episode. But can WCW pull out the big win? I think I smell an upset in the air, Justin.
Well, you still have SmackDown, Chad. You still have SmackDown to deal with.
And you still have Thunder to deal with. And I think it's time we put some respect on Thunder.
Well, when Thunder actually can do something, I think I will.
Just you wait.
We'll go off air and see how good Thunder's been lately, and then we'll have that talk. Anyone that's watching the series in the last few months knows Thunder's not doing so hot.
Doing just fine.
That's not good enough, Chad. We'll see you for when I beat Chad on SmackDown.
All right, Justin. Moment of truth. If you want to win for the week, SmackDown's got to beat a 93.
Yeah, it's got to be the 94.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, you're right. 94.
You don't even know, Chad. Like, that's how... Maybe you shouldn't... Maybe you don't even deserve the win.
I misspoke.
I think I
Doesn't
think.
matter what you think.
Wow. Does not matter what I think. All right, let's cancel this show. See you next week.
Do it. I cancel it. I'd love that.
Chad, we start off hot and heavy in the pre-show. A 68. These boys are buzzing, Chad, here in the XL Center in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Maybe not Bridgeport. It's probably Hartford, Connecticut? You think the XL Center is in Hartford, Chad?
Sure.
Do you know a city in Connecticut?
Greenwich.
Chris Sabin wins.
Or is it Greenwich?
Greenwich.
That's a Marvel villain, isn't it?
That's the Green Goblin.
Oh.
You're the superhero nerd, you dummy.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh, ha 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 ha. WCW is a fucking joke. We started off with Scott Steiner on the microphone, Chad. We saw him last.
I hate you.
Why?
Because you're a big jerk.
Why? What did I do?
You hurt my feelings.
Oh, did you, Chad, get his little feelings hurt? Do you need somebody to kiss your boo-boo?
Yeah, I do actually.
I'm almost said. I almost docked someone's name right there.
Oh.
I would have had to done some little bit of editing to cut someone's name out. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Fig.
Oh, man, that's fishy. All right. All right, Scott Steiner, he calls out. He said, "Why are these loser weights getting title opportunities? It's like I never left the other company. All right, I left the other company, and I came here, and fucking Psychosis is still champion. What kind of weird deja vu loop cycle am I in? All right, I'm Scott Steiner. I'm the genetic freak. I'm the big bad booty daddy. I got all the hoochie mamas at home watching, and it's like I'm watching a rerun of fucking WCW Thunder 1999. Psychosis. I'm coming for you. I'm coming to strip that bell off you. I'm gonna rip that fucking mask off your head, and I'm gonna eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then before he can even say any more despicable things, Psychosis and Mystico come out, and Mystico says he's unhappy that he got blindsided last week by Scott Steiner. He says, if you want to go through Psychosis, you're gonna have to go through me, Scott. And Scott's like, you're fucking 16 pounds and 112, or 16 years old and 112 pounds. All right, I don't even know who you are, but I'm going to bend you in half and break you like a little pretzel. So he says, yeah, you're on tonight, Mystico. You're on. So Steiner Mystico tonight, Chad. Ooh. But first, Johnny Ace is here.
Oh.
And he took on John Cena. What a fucking match this is. Capital Punishment 2014 or whatever that happened.
I was gonna say.
People power.
People power.
John Cena wins in 12:01 with a spin out power bomb. After the match, he gets a microphone and he calls out the Departed, Chad. He calls out Kane. He calls out Silence. He calls out Gangrel. He calls out Big Gene Snitsky and Don Callis. He says he wants to get revenge on the men that attacked him a couple weeks ago. We go backstage. Not backstage. We go to a hospital. Remember last week? We saw Sylvain Grenier and Rob Conway beaten, bloodied Chavo Guerrero and Latin Lover. And today, we're in the hospital. Chavo and Latin Lover are still in the hospital beds, and Eddie Guerrero's he's down on one knee. It looks like he's been
proposing.
It looks like he's crying. Are these two dead? He says, Rene Dupree, Rob Conway, Sylvain Grenier, you done messed up. You hurt my two brothers. You've put them in the hospital. And now look at these two guys. Look at what you've done to Chavo and Latin Lover. Take a good hard look at them. Because once I get my hands on you three, you're going to wish you only looked like Chavo and Latin Lover. He says he's going to kill these mother suckers, Trent. He's going to kill them.
Oh, no, he's going to kill them.
Speaking of killing, TNT takes on Kane and Silence. Silence got a 68. Holy Ginobili. Holy moly. Second best.
That's a menacing group right there.
That's a menacing group. Kane and Silence get a big win. And then Kane says, "Suck it, John Cena."
And Silence says nothing.
Because he doesn't talk. There you go, Chad. We see LaParca and Trent Aston get an 84. Holy, these boys are buzzing today. LaParca gets a nice little win over former. Was he ever champion? Was Trent Aston ever a light heavyweight champion?
But they got great chemistry.
They got great chemistry, and it showed in their performance. A decent little match right there, 15-18 with a Sky Twister press. As that match is going away, the camera cuts to Chris Daniels and Yoshihiro Tajiri watching backstage, and they're just laughing. They're like, I could beat any one of those two jokers. And Eric Bischoff says, "Okay, yeah, you think? Because next week we're gonna have a cruiserweight #1 contender battle royal, and the winner of that match will walk into SummerSlam and challenge you, Christopher Daniels, for your light heavyweight championship." And Tajiri, you're even going to be in that battle royal too. You could be the one that takes that light heavyweight championship off of Chris Daniels. You could take it off your friend. You two have a great day. And he walks away and he slaps Tajiri in the back, and there's a little tension now. Daniels doesn't want to lose his belt to his friend, Tajiri. We move on. Oh man, here he is, Chad. The #1 artist in all of the land. It's Jeff Jarrett. He sings Dixie on his way down to the ring, Chad, and he defeats Just Incredible in 1441 with the figure 4 leg lock. Breaking news: Dixie has now gone certified gold. It's sold 100,000 copies, Chad.
Oh man, maybe Jericho's band can cover it.
They're going to be on tour for not long enough. Wait, how long are they going on tour?
I don't know.
Me either.
Who knows?
Maybe they'll do a cover of Dixie on the road, encore, and then they do Judas and Dixie.
Dixie in my mind. Adrenaline in my soul. My peck ripped right off the bone.
Clyde Flanders are out backstage. It's the Gentleman's Club. Remember what happened last week, Jen?
My dad is dead. What?
You can't do that.
When I was younger. Anyway, the Gentleman's Club. What do they have to say?
He never got me a dog.
Wow!
He took the dog away. He took the dog away. He took him to the pound, yeah. Make the pain go away. Make the pain go away. I can't feel my arm.
It's my dog!
Seth, stop hitting my arm.
Anyway,
I'm on the shelf now. Yeah.
Win the Rumble! Anyway, what's the Gentleman's Club have to say?
Well, last week we saw DDP. He was very he's still suspicious of Clyde Flanders, all right? He still doesn't have, Booker stood up for Clyde Flanders. He said, he's with me, okay? He's part of the club now. And DDP says, this week, he's like, hey, Booker, I know it's your boy, but he hasn't even touched a cigar yet, man. I don't think he can be part of this club. Look, Diamond, if you got such a problem with him, how about you take it in the ring and fight him? You can see how much of a man this Clyde is. Ask Rick and Randy. They saw it at King of the Ring when Clyde beat them both in the ring, 1, 2, 3, back to back. All right? Either take it to the ring, Diamond, or shut the hell up. Diamond's like, well, I guess I'm seeing you in the ring, Clyde, and shoulder bumps him as he walks out of the club. So we're getting Clyde Flanders DDP up next. It gets a 76. Clyde Flanders gets a big win, though, over DDP with a pile driver.
Oh.
Clyde Flanders now 3-1 against his fellow Gentlemen's Club members. Oh boy, Chad, we get a shot of someone riding a motorcycle.
Oh, good.
And it's got the welcome to LA sign on it, Chad. They're going to SummerSlam. And the camera pans up. It's Stone Cold on Undertaker's bike.
Oh, no.
What? You thought this was Taker? What? You thought you were going to take this bike to what? What? You going to send me to hell? What? The only thing going to hell is this bike. And he drives it off a bridge.
Oh, no.
But he jumps off beforehand, Chad, so he's not...
Well, I figured.
But he sends
I'll
that...
see you in hell, Taker. Ah!
He sends that bike straight to hell.
Wow.
I'll see you in hell, Taker. Taker, Stone Cold, Hell in a Cell, Staples Center, Los Angeles, California, SummerSlam 2001. The biggest party of the summer.
Huge.
And we get ready for our main event of the night, Chad. It's Mystico Scott Steiner. And they get a 91. Scott Steiner, though, hits the Frankensteiner on Mystico and wins in 1825 to end the show. 92. Damn. I said 93. I said 93. Like I said, I didn't think it had it in it. This Chad's first win in
Pop the bottles.
in 6 months. Half
Get
a year.
Get the bottles popping.
There's Chad's one win for this half of the year.
Oh, I need a cigarette. Adrenaline in my soul. I've been rotten for the first time in years. Wow.
It won't happen again till February. But Chad will still be happy. Whoa! I got the company of the year. I'm in the company of the year. But Chad's the veteran. AJ Styles is the young wrestler of the year. And Chad's real happy.
Brock Lesnar.
Fuck Brock Lesnar. We'll see you for Thunder.
And we are here with Thunder. Justin, we are playing with house money because even if this Thunder bombs, we are still winning the week. We are still winning the week, and that is good. We are the Superior Wrestling Company, and it starts this week. Listen, we're reclaiming our glory.
Yeah, the more you talk about it, the more I'm gonna rub it in next week when I beat you.
You won't beat me.
And okay, I'm just writing it down, just taking mental notes of just how you can't act like you've been here before.
This is what you do every single week you win. So I don't want to hear it.
No, I say another one for the good guys.
This is my company of the year award. Look at me.
You wish you could say that and actually mean it.
I don't wish I could say
Oh, you don't wish you had a company of the year award?
I don't need it. I know I'm the company of the year.
You're a human being, not a company.
Damn right.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this Thunder, Chad.
So Sylvester Stallone is here, and he says, "I would like to bring out my team for Team Thunder." And then as soon as he even finishes, Matt Hardy's music hits. He gets in the ring and he says, Mr. Stallone, first of all, I just want to say, a little spoiler to everybody here. I am a part of Team Stallone, and I'm not only that, but I am the team captain, and I know everyone is very excited about that. Listen, my resume, it speaks for itself. I'm a former cruiserweight champion, multiple time tag team champion. I know what it takes to assemble a team and get the job on Sylvester Stallone. And I promise you, Matt Hardy is going to bring Thunder and Sylvester Stallone the win. And Mr. Stallone, you gave me a week to put together a team, and I think I've done just that. So without further ado, let me bring in the team. First of all, this team, when you're putting together a team that has to beat Hulk Hogan, has to be a team that knows our enemy very well. And what better way to beat Hulk Hogan than to beat him with a member of his own family? I've got Hulk Hogan's nephew, Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome comes out to the ring and he says, now I know everyone's thinking, Mike Awesome? Listen, don't sleep on Mike Awesome. Now, this man, he knows Hulk Hogan better than anyone I know. He knows Hulk Hogan very well. And even more beyond that, he knows Canyon very well. Listen, Mike Awesome and Canyon were part of the flock last year. Mike Awesome knows a lot about these opponents, and that is big for us. So it was a no-brainer. Mike Awesome, I've been picking his brain all week, all right? Mike Awesome's going to help us go all the way to the top. My next guy, to counteract the Dudleys. What better way to counteract the Dudleys than to get a tag team get tag team champions? Without further ado, I've got my good friend Shane Helms, and a man who is, people are saying the future of the company. We got Chris Candido and Shane Helms, the Sweet Sensations, the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions. They come out to the ring, Justin, and he goes, "Yes, I know, ladies. I know what you're thinking. What an attractive team we have so far." Well, listen, it's going to take more than some pretty faces to beat Hulk Hogan. And then when the four of us, we're athletes in our own right. But this guy, little known fact, the next guy I'm calling out is actually undefeated on Thunder.
This year, he has lost before.
This year, he has not lost on Thunder, and that's huge. He's a man who loves violence, a man who loves pain. You may have an immortal team, Hulk, but we have a monster. And let me bring up our final member of Team Sylvester Stallone, the monster, Abyss. And Abyss comes out to the ring, Justin. And he says, this group may not look like much to the idiots and the untrained eyes, but mark my words, we are a team of super athletes. We are a team that is going to rock Nitro and Hulk Hogan's world, and we are going to win the volley brawl. Mark my words, Sylvester Stallone, we will not let you down. And to prove it, Sylvester Stallone, I have put together an exhibition match. I have asked these 5 men to step up to the ring and beat us and Sylvester Stallone. To pique their interest. I told them if they can beat the 5 of us, we'll let them take our place in the match. Sylvester Stallone, he says, that's some big stakes. Well, listen, this is how confident I am that we will beat them. So without further ado, the 5 of us, we're ready to go. Let's bring out our opponents. We got a 5-on-5 tag team match to open the show.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one.
And in a decent match, Matt Hardy, Abyss, Mike Awesome, Chris Candido, and Shane Helms defeat Bam Bam Bigelow, Dragon Kid, Val Venus, and Mike when Abyss pinned Dragon Kid with the shock treatment.
Yeah. Chad? Not a good start for Thunder.
Oh, no. Who got hurt?
Who would be the least ideal guy to get hurt in this match?
Anybody from the other 5.
I said the least ideal.
Oh, the least ideal would probably be Abyss or Matt Hardy. Oh, no! A retracted index finger.
Oh, no.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
We show up here. We got Shark Boy and Low D once again trying to get into that party. They're dressed as Brian, Christopher, and Scotty 2 Hotty themselves. The bouncer once again, he's like, "Hey, you guys still can't get into the arena. You're not on the list." Shark Boy's like, "How goddamn long is this party?" And Lodi cuts him off and he says, "Listen, all right, listen. Shark Boy and Lodi may be on this list, all right, but listen, that's not us, all right. Do you know who we are? That's our party." The bouncer's looking at him. He's like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "What am I talking about? Listen, I'm, 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 I'm Lodi too Hottie. And this right here, this is Grandmaster Sharky. All right, listen, we deserve to be on. We're getting in this party." And then the bouncer, he says, "No, you're still not getting in." And Lodi, he's arguing with the bouncer, right? He's arguing back and forth, and Shark Boy just says, "You know what? Let's do my plan." And then he pulls out some clam juice, drinks it, flexes, and then kicks the bouncer in the gut, hits him with a Shark Boy stunner, Justin. And then the two of them, they walk in. And they're greeted by Scotty Too Hottie and Grandmaster Sexay. And Lodi, he's had enough. He says, "You know what? I'm going to invite you guys to a party of my own in that ring." And they said, "You know what? We're a little hungover from our 3-week-long bender, but we'll tell you what. You want to fight us? You want to invite us to your own little party? Next week on Thunder. You got a VIP section to the Too Cool party." Justin, we get to see this come to a head next week.
What do you mean? Another week of partying?
These guys love to party.
Yikes.
We have Barry Horowitz versus Samoa Joe, Justin, in an extremely short match. Samoa Joe defeats Barry Horowitz with an Avalanche Island driver, Justin.
Yo, you called it by its real name this time.
Samoa Joe, Justin. He beats Barry Horowitz in 1:54.
Yeah.
Then Steven Regal shows up and he says, "Samoa Joe, that was a very impressive display that you had against the young Barry Horowitz. Let me ask you, is that really the best you could do? Because listen, anyone can beat Barry Horowitz in less than 2 minutes. Let me ask you this, Samoa Joe. If you're so great, why couldn't you beat him in less than why couldn't you beat him in even less time? I'm going to beat him in less than a minute, and I'll show you right now." And he doesn't beat him in less than a minute, Justin.
Barely beat him, actually.
Beat him in 1:38 with an exploder suplex.
Oh my god, it was like a 25, 30-second difference right there. What the hell?
I still beat him in less time than it took you, Samoa Joe. So, listen, Steven Regal impressing people with how quickly he could beat Barry Horowitz. But we've got a tag team match, Justin. Of course, Owen Hart and Raven are taking on Vader and Shamrock for the Thunder Tag Titles at Bash at the Beach. They're taking on their Tough Enough rookies tonight. And in a bout that has good wrestling and a decent action from the crowd, Owen Hart and Raven defeat Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas when Owen Hart pins Shelton Benjamin with a spinning heel kick.
Yeah. Yeah, this was something, Chen. This was something.
Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas holding their own here. That's good. After the match, Vader and Shamrock beat down. It was all a ruse. It was a distraction. It was a trap. And the Tap Out crew beat down Owen Hart and Raven.
What was the trap?
Got them in the ring. They lowered their guard down.
So a match was the trap.
It was the trap. It was a trap, yeah. We've got so Disco Inferno, right? He's in the ring. He gets the no music on. And then Jeff Hardy's music comes out. And then Stardust comes out and he's dressed as Matt Hardy and he's doing that, or he's dressed as Jeff Hardy. And he's doing the Jeff Hardy like dance he does at the top of that ramp, that thing he does with his hands, right? You know, I'm talking about the juke or whatever. And Stardust runs into the ring and he's mocking Jeff Hardy, and in a decent match, Stardust defeats Disco Inferno with a flying lariat.
Yeah, they have pretty good chemistry, Chen.
Oh, yeah, they do. And Justin, after the match, Stardust is in the ring still dancing and mocking Jeff Hardy. And Mike Sanders, his rookie, who also comes out dressed up like Jeff Hardy, they both are in the ring mocking Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Chad, when's the next elimination for the Tough Enough?
It's going to be at Bash at the Beach.
Ah.
And Justin, speaking of Tough Enough rookies, we got Regal's rookie Claudio Castagnoli taking on Kurt Hennig tonight. Listen, anything you can do, I can do better. Claudio Castagnoli wants to try to beat a fresh Kurt Hennig and a bout that has decent wrestling but not much heat. Kurt Hennig defeats Claudio Castagnoli with a Hennig press.
There you go.
That's okay. Steven Regal cheered him on. We've got our main event tag team match tonight, and about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. AJ Styles and Billy Kidman defeat Juventud and Super Crazy when AJ Styles pins Super Crazy with a Styles Clash.
AJ's injury that he received at a house show is, he's taking a big toll on him. And, unfortunate for AJ Styles.
And we end the show. Rey Mysterio coming out, and he says, I am fighting Shawn Michaels at Bash at the Beach for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And this is a big match for me because I miss being the world champion. Losing the belt did a lot for my career. It really brought me down. And I'm trying to fight and claw my way back up, and this is the way to do it. Now, do I feel bad for injuring Shannon Moore? Listen, not really. Listen, injuries happen in this ring. That's the risk we sign up for. Shannon Moore, he knew the risks. All right, but at the end of the day, no matter what happened, I still beat him. So I've earned this match. And Shawn Michaels, I hope you are ready for the fight of your life because I am a far better wrestler than anyone you've been in the ring with so far. Shawn Michaels, I'm going to bring everything I can, and you will bring everything you can, and it still won't be enough because at Bash at the Beach, I'm going to beat you, pin you, hold up that world championship, and I'm going to become a 2-time world champion, and it is going to be the thing that puts Rey Mysterio back on the map. It's going to be the match of the night, the match of the month. It's going to be match of the year, Sean. I'm going to welcome you to WCW. The only way I know how. By pinning you, beating you, becoming world heavyweight champion. $85. 83?
85.
85. Look at that, Justin. Look at that.
Worst show of the week.
One move and the